better here in the second half.
Chelsea Gray was held scoreless in the first half. So too was Jewel Lloyd. A dynamic backcourt really struggled. Jackie Young had just 4. Here is Wilson on the drive, gets inside and draws the foul on Boston.
Shrinking the floor defensively, Pat, because A'ja Wilson has been the biggest target, right? You expect them to play to and through her.
Well, who would have ever guessed, certainly not Becky Hammond, that A'ja Wilson would have 9-20. The Fever have done a tremendous job of stifling everybody else on the Aces roster. Fever missed just 2 second-quarter shots, and one of them was that Boston shot at the buzzer that she just kind of had to hoist up. Mitchell, bounce pass, Boston into traffic. Didn't get the foul call. Lloyd looking for her first scoring, and she'll draw the foul. So, yeah, she set the scoring record just a couple of years ago in a season. At 11 points per game this year. Now, some of that has been the fact that she has been... Her shooting numbers really aren't all that off from previous seasons.
We playing some zone here? Looked like zone. Matching up to man-to-man. You got to change up something defensively if you're Becky Hammond.
Shot clock down to 5. Howard in double figures already. Flips it up. Shot too strong.
See, Indiana didn't run any ball screen action that time, and it results in a stop by Las Vegas.
Young kick out. Wilson thought about the 3. Drives on Boston. Boston cuts her off and gets called for a 4th foul.
Vegas is putting their head
points and 6 rebounds, is going to have to take an early seat. Fever built a ton of cushion with that 22-point lead here.
Indiana's bench with KK Timpson. This is why Stephanie White builds that roster. Remember, Damiris Dantas is not with the team right now, with her national team.
Nice moment of levity here.
Team that parties together stays together.
And here's Lexi Hull missing on a 3 ball.
A team that gets in trouble together stays together.
They look like they knew their way around a champagne bottle. I'll give them that. Here's Kia Stokes from the corner. Won't take a lot of them. Timpson pulled down the rebound, and yeah, they're going to call a foul there.
I mean, you have to call a foul, I think. Unfortunately for Becky Hammond, she's not going to like it. She is looking to the back row.
Lloyd catch and shoot, and there's a foul on the inbound pass.
It's on Jackie Young. She
boots.
Zone. I mean, if your ball screen coverage isn't good enough, you might as well play zone.
Mitchell gets inside, shot too strong. Howard with the rebound.
And this will change the rhythm for Indiana, and that's part of the reason why you go to the zone.
Indiana looks just a little bit out of sorts here. Hull nice pass, McDonald misses. There's Howard who just tips it up there, gets an offensive rebound. That shot won't go. Howard, and here's another, comes up with a steal. 3 on 2, shovels back here for Mitchell. Mitchell drives by Stokes, gets inside, thought there was a foul, and the call did come. Just a little bit delayed. Angel Kent calling the foul.
Defense changing the tempo and rhythm of the game somehow.
And now a message from Indiana workers.
Now Indiana's got to do a better job of getting the gap, spray the ball out, move it, make the zone shift, and try to get numbers on the backside.
Oh, nearly jumping the passing lane. Young pulls up and connects. So it's an 8-1 run to start the 3rd quarter here for Las Vegas. Bounce pass inside. Mitchell lays it in. Pretty finish.
What a finish. My goodness. I think I want to put a GoPro on Kelsey Mitchell's head and see what it looks like up close.
Wilson spinning, bank shot is good and a foul. Wilson is putting together a masterful performance despite the deficit. Misses there, but 23 points, although just 1 rebound. The Fever haven't missed a whole lot.
9 for 10 from the free throw line, and that's what she was when Indiana played earlier this season.
Mitchell threw a double team, bounce past Howard who shuffled her feet. Checked in to just try to provide a spark here for Indiana. You see her picking up there in the backcourt. Austin with 4 fouls. Not on the floor here for the Fever. A'ja Wilson trying to take advantage. Wilson crossing over. Wilson hangs. Wilson finishes.
Oh boy, here she comes.
22-point lead down to 13, and it took less than 4 minutes. Lexi Hull, a much-needed answer for Indiana.
Number 1 in corner threes. She's made 13, which is more than anyone in the league from the corner.
She leads the league in three-point percentage, right at 50% coming into tonight. Off balance that time for Wilson, won't fall.
Score before the zone gets set up. I think it's zone on makes, man on miss.
Howard driving into Stokes, ducks in, shot too strong. Howard got a piece, Hole hits the deck, kick out. Here is Kelsey Mitchell.
What an incredible scramble. We talk see it.
Not when she's playing.
No, it's business all the time.
On a much-needed 6-0 burst for Indiana after that lead. Kia Stokes, which immediately sent Las Vegas back to the free throw line for a couple points. Mitchell off the screen, clears some space. Good close there by Wilson. It's Howard and 50-50 balls. And Lexi Hull, it won't stay down. That one hung up on the rim, tantalizing the Fever fans. Now it's Jackie Young drawing the foul on the other end.
Well, Lexi Hull got to the spot before Jackie Young. The foul on McDonald. Stephanie White's taking a look at this one.
Howard tips it into the backcourt. Cunningham tracks it down, misses the layup. Lexi Hull comes away with it. Cunningham gets another shot at it and can't hit that one either. Oh, and look at Ari McDonald just wrestled away. Mitchell can't hit on a three. Howard tries to track it down. Cunningham saved it, but it hit the baseline. That was a slew of good hustle plays mixed in with some poor execution. Young's going to leave it frustrated at a couple of really good looks. Young rejects the screen. Switch on to Howard. Trying to free up Wilson. Cross-court pass. Now he can't hit on a three. Lloyd able to save it. Reset on 14. This time Nye on the drive. Gets inside. Floats it up. Shot won't fall. Wilson, what looks like over the back, but
oh boy.
Jump ball is the call.
Wow.
So it's Wilson and it's Lexi Hull in the center jump circle. Young feet inside. Wilson one-on-one over Howard, but leaves it short. Hull, kick ahead. Mitchell off to the races. Done a really nice job of responding.
Nice.
Wilson gets free inside, and the Fever had to foul her.
Good work off the ball. It's a tough check for Indiana in this small. So when you go small with 4 around her, this is a lineup that I think Becky Hammond's been using a lot. Gives you more scoring punch.
Taking her 12th free throw of the night here. And she is 10 of 12. Donald on Evans here in the backcourt. 2 of the quickest players in the league. Here's another Kelsey Mitchell. Too strong at the rim, and Howard knocked it last out of bounds. You don't often see that by a team up by 18, and it pays off.
Becky Hammond's had enough. Absolutely frustrated.
It's been so special to witness. There are so many of you watching in Indianapolis, so many of you watching throughout the state, but in Iowa too. Your support is felt so strongly.
Tonight in the WNBA, there are in attendance at WNBA arenas tonight. I'm just guessing. I'm just throwing that number out there. I think that's just phenomenal. Plus all those watching.
It's been a phenomenal performance and what's been a disappointing night so far for the Aces. A'ja Wilson now with 29.
Can you wear her down? I don't think so. Her fitness is at an elite.
Jackie Young has 6, Dana Evans has 3, Stokes Lloyd each have 2. That's the rest of the scoring outside of Wilson. Mitchell circles, kickouts. Cunningham off the mark.
This is going back to their man-to-man. Let's see if Indiana can take advantage of it. See what will go without Aaliyah Boston. I mean, you got a significant lead, right? You want to make sure you keep that lead.
Here's Kelsey Mitchell from the mid-range.
Pin down to the elbow is almost automatic with her left hand. That action is tough to guard.
There was a foul off the ball on Natasha Howard. So there's 3:20. An initial surge from the Aces has been answered. Gray, cross-court pass, beautiful find. Jackie Young can't hit on the 3. There's Smith carving out some space and drawing the foul. Look for her first scoring in an opposing uniform, and now a message from Central Midwest Carpenters.
29 points for Wilson. Chelsea Gray has still not, she's now off the floor.
The Aces as a team have just 8 assists.
I'm sorry, she's not off the floor. She's guarding Sophie Cunningham.
Here's Colson on the drive, hesitation, and a finish. Gray feet inside, too hot to handle. Smith couldn't haul it. Can match their largest lead of the night with a bucket here. Lexi Hull is fouled.
She knows how to do it. She's done it a couple times. You could tell she's a pro.
Here is the vet finding some space and knocking it down.
You're not going to find, and when they brought her here, they were counting on her to do what she just did. They were expecting her to play and provide quality minutes.
6 points in 10 minutes tonight for Colson, and Gray turns it over. What the Fever have done on what is one of the best backcourts in WNBA history. Jackie Young, Jewel Lloyd.
McBride to 5 for 21 in the last game for Minnesota.
Mitchell turns on the Jets, gets inside, whips it out to Lexi Hull. Kind of an awkward landing there. This young team that at times has had some trouble holding leads, including at Las Vegas on June 22nd. Fever led by 10 points. Here is Aaliyah Nye splashing home a triple. That's what she does. He is a sharpshooter, and Colson will just dribble out the third quarter. Fever went.
And what's most impressive about Kelsey Mitchell is that she is the epitome of consistency. With Caitlin Clark on the floor, 19.1 points per game. Without her, 18.7. The importance of her.
Looks like. What does she see? How does she see? And how fast does it happen? I mean, it's hard to simulate it. It's just so explosive.
6 assists tonight for Kelsey Mitchell. She's really gotten it done often. Has 29 of the 47. The Fever have kept every other Aces player in check here tonight. Lexi Hull, good hands, knocked it away. Lloyd got it back. Shot clock down to 3. Gray pulls up and hits.
Her first basket. With Alyssa Smith playing the 5. That's going to be a foul on Alyssa Smith. Oh.
She left Dallas and admittedly was caught by surprise by the move. Life in professional sports, certainly the WNBA moves fast. And her former teammate Aaliyah Boston gets inside and finishes through her.
She's got 4 fouls.
Still has 16 points in 19 minutes.
Too much dribbling with nothing happening.
Evans flips it up, shot way too strong. I don't think any. Boston tips it. Chelsea Gray jumps in to steal the tap and launches a deep three off the mark. Smith can't chase it down. Donald off those double screens we see Clark run so much off of. Boston spinning. Gray, cross-court pass. Smith charging in, got too far underneath. Boston on a repost, and Smith is called for the foul.
She went down kind of awkwardly.
In which Stephanie White has played Timpson, her second-round rookie, double-digit minutes. No Damiris Dantas while she participates in AmeriCup. Shot clock down to 5. McDonald.
It's the multiple levels of activity and extra action, like blowing up ball screen, like getting over the top, like that right there. Lexi Hill keeping the ball pressure.
He crosses over, launches and misses.
Force a contested triple. Really good job.
McDonald off to the races. Wilson giving chase and did get back there. Hull catch and shoot. Connects. What a night. Beaver just firing on all cylinders here tonight.
Look at the ball pressure by McDonald.
Just hounding Jackie Young, forces a very difficult shot. Chelsea Gray just ripped that out of the hands of Lexi Hull and then turned it 27 here tonight.
Details through the fundamentals. Really good tonight.
It's in 27 minutes. Beaver winning a point a minute when she's on the floor. And Wilson just pulls over Lexi Hull. It's a foul. It's her third.
The starting spot.
There's the white flag. With 6:30 to go in the fourth quarter by Becky Hammond. All bench players now on the floor. Mitchell called for traveling. And Clark, their biggest star, the engine of this offense. Indiana on the verge of two dominant wins against two of the most talented teams in the league. Without their best player, as Smith ducks in and finishes. There's just so much to build late. We'll see on Caitlin Clark whether she'll play or not. As Colson misses on a three, and Stephanie White gets a technical on the sideline. Look at Caitlin Clark give her a high five. That clip right there, the entirety of the evening.
I think Stephanie White was punching in the messages that I think what she's doing. So you might as well send it in game so you don't have to say it after the game. That's usually, coaches know when what they're doing when they get technical fouls.
Here's Smith working on Boston and called for traveling. Statistic here tonight. Beaver felt like they let one slip a couple weeks ago in Las Vegas. This has been resounding here this evening. And Boston gets the bounce. This is by the book how you have to do it if you're the Fever. As Kirsten Bell knocks down a three. You don't have Kelsey Mitchell. Well, excuse me, you don't have Caitlin Clark. Fever have had balance and great defense here tonight. McDonald off the screen. Boston, two more.
There's her 20, and I'm sure Stephanie White's going to get her out.
Mitchell has her 8th 20-point game here of the season as well.
Yeah, I might consider getting both of them out, Mitchell and Boston.
Here's Nalissa Smith, too strong. Takes the season, each 5 games. This is game number 1 of a 5-game homestand for the Fever. Game number 2 of 5 straight on the road for Las Vegas. Colson step back 3 off the mark. Evans drives on Mitchell. Evans hangs, can't finish.
Good D by Mitchell.
Cross-court pass. Here is Mitchell knocking down a 3.
Wow. That's great the three-point line.
I told you Mitchell coming into tonight, 25 points per game in her last 4. Give her 25 here in game number 5. Now off the ball going. Has only 9 available players. They cannot empty out their bench for a full 5. Here's Colson running the floor with Timpson. McDonald for Cox for making that move, getting her here on the hardship exception, and then this Fever franchise convinced her to stay. Look there from Colson. McDonald came down with it. Turner misses.
I mean, there's a Indiana can't sign you back and anybody can grab you, and she turned some other franchises down to come back to Indiana, so it's great when somebody...
Which was just 3 games. She realized that this was the franchise she wanted to play for. That's over and back. Oh, circles around. Shot clock down to 5. Cross-court pass knocked away by Bell. Oh, gets it just in time. I believe that was a shot clock violation.
Is that going to ruin her fit for Lexi Hull?
If I was Lexi Hull, I might have had just one hesitation dribble. Bell is off the mark. Offensive rebound. Joyner Holmes. Here is Bell. Can't hit a 3. The Aces are shooting at 27% here tonight. Here's Timpson. Shot clock winding down again. Timpson fading over. Smith leaves it short. And the Fever have followed up maybe their most complete performance of the year with an effort that has perhaps topped that.
We were wondering what they would look like after their
leads. Well, the Fever have been much more protective of those advantages. And again, not easy to do so when you don't have Caitlin Clark. Game-losing streak is over. The Fever earned their first victory over the Aces since 2019, and by holding the Aces to 26% shooting, it's the lowest a Fever opponent has shot in 10 years. There were some questions on whether there would be a hangover effect after Tuesday night.